getting a little bit of stutter there. Okay, now, I think that this is going to be the camp right up here. Well, of course it's going to be the camp. I've got the compass. And, I'm not going to use any doctor bags, because I'm not that far from Novak, so I'm just going to save everything. Now, what I could do with the Legion camp here is, kill the Legionnaires. Or, just basically the soldiers here. I could kill them.
Our way. Our way.
Okay. No?
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Oh, aren't you absolutely nice? Oh, hey, it's a grindstone. What do we have in here? Scrap electronics? I'd love to take it, but I don't have the space in my pack. Healing powder doesn't weigh anything, so... Just, find the stuff that I can take before I, do my deeds here. Must be basically an anvil. Okay, let's take that, and... There we go. Okay, so, I'm gonna go ahead and look around down here as well. Can I, sneak and... Yeah, here we go. Ooh, Legion Denarius. Those will come in quite handy. The Denarius, I think I'm saying that right, is, it's the form of currency for the Legion, but it's also, used in crafting special types of shotgun ammo. It's called a coin shot. I've never actually used it before, but, it's very useful because, there's +2, damage threshold penetration. There's just basically two extra points of armor penetration that the shot will ignore. Coin shots. So let's just dump the 9mm rounds because I don't need them. Let's dump the energy cells. Oh wow, that's a lot of weight that just vanished. Okay, so dump the stuff that I don't need. I would prefer to sell those ammos off, but not really an option. Let's grab the money. My god, there's no money in here. A little bit of healing powder. And some healing powder down here, but again, no no money. Which is a bit of a surprise. Can I craft anything at the fire? Just rushing water, not worth it. Okay, so now that that's all done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to free the prisoners. There we go. So now that I'm invisible, I can free these prisoners without angering the Legionnaires. So, I'll untie these guys. Did I? Well, yeah, I definitely untied him. So, I'll go ahead and untie him as well. And I think that that'll do. Yep, sure enough. I finished the quest booted. And, you know what? I'm invisible. So I'll pickpocket for the Denarius. I'm not terribly interested in everything that they're carrying. I just want the coins because I'll be able to make coin shots out of it. Night Stalker tail, machete, Denarius, not bad. I would have preferred to take the honey mesquite pod, but you know, I've learned more than once whenever you're pickpocketing people, you get greedy, and that's when things just fall apart. So, I'll keep making use of this stealth boy, and I'll crack into this guy's butt. There we go. Okay, so, I think that's it. I'll just, start trekking back to Novak now. Still go hidden. Oh, what's this? Honey mesquite. Going on a stick, Danny boy. No. Barrel cactus fruit. And, empty sunsets. Not worth it. Alright, I'm done here. I guess I'm just gonna take the same overroad to Novak that I took, the first time that I got to the town. Go over the hills a little bit. A relaxing night walk out in the Mojave Desert. Nothing quite as amazing. I'm gonna need to take a sleep whenever I get to town. What is going on here? Oh, it's a mole rat. Die, mole rat. die. That is one durable rodent. Let's just shoot him. Oh, come on. Well, I should know better than to shoot him anything from that far away. Let's pummel it to death instead. Okay, there we go. Mole rat meat, and this must be its mound. Strange. Okay, let's keep going. Whoa! What the hell? What was that? Doesn't look like the gang respawned that was here the last time I came through. Okay. What's on this? Got some 9mm rounds, stim pack, bottle caps. Nothing really impressive. Maybe... Is there another camp over here? With, more vipers, maybe? Seems like a reasonable place for a, Yep, sure enough. I see them. Okay. Let's blow them up. Shot A. Ooh, hey, I crippled that one. And... Shot B. Ooh, I think I got myself a little bit there. Let's do it. Ooh, not enough AP. Okay. Just chuck a grenade out at you. And another one. God, grenades are so shit whenever you're not using VATS. Die. Stupid mole rat. God. Kill this one. Gunslinger? Go to hell. No one messes with the courier. No one, you hear me? Okay, 10mm rounds, bottle cap, some steady. I'll leave it at that. Just not enough space in my inventory. My god, I have just been ripped to shreds. My, the little limb indicator down in the corner is now red. Let's, finish looting these bodies. Caps, psycho. Okay. Ooh, okay, so, now that I've been all stocked up, I think it's about time that I finally sort out Helios 1 here to the north. I think, you know, personally, I think that this is one of those quests that most people do for some reason. I don't really have an explanation for why I think that's the case. But I just get the feeling that Helios 1 is one of these locations that draws people to it, and almost everybody ends up doing the quest in the end. If that's not the case, I'm certain that I'll hear about it from you guys, but, you know, whatever. My reputation should help me get into this place.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
Don't worry, I'm a friend. What's going on here, though?
Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exactly overflowing with troopers here. But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building. He's been trying to get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress.
The ranks here seem a little bit thin. Shouldn't there be more people here defending a power plant like this?
There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead.
Whoa, wait a minute. The Brotherhood of Steel? Why would they have an interest in this place?
Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20 to 1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs.
Well, I guess I'll just, take a look inside then. Talk to you later.
Later.
Where am I? This place always confuses me. It's one of the floor plans that I never really got sorted out. But I think I remember how to get upstairs to get some of the holotapes that I'm looking for. Some pre-war money in here. Of course, you know, it would be a complete and total waste if I didn't stop and loot everything in my path. Because, you know, I'm being thorough, and that's what's important. Lots of junk food. And not specifically junk food, just junky food. It's, you know, stuff that's not necessarily all that great. Those are empty. And, ooh, hey, bullets and some, oh, hey. They must have disarmed a bunch of traps back here. More cigarettes. Let's see. That's the other way in where I can avoid the woman out front. The lockers are empty. Alright, so, you know, it's funny, Helios 1 here, one of its functions is to power an orbital strike satellite. And it turns out that, well, you know, that's just kind of like a funny thing that they did in this game. A solar power plant is used to power an orbital strike satellite. But what was really interesting was, I don't remember what state it was in, but somewhere in the US, I think it may have been in Nevada, actually. Or Nevada, whichever. The point is, there was a solar power station that looks exactly like Helios 1 here, that was creating temperatures so hot. Here we go, this is what I'm after. The East Reflector Terminal password. Just take all of that. There was a power plant that... No, none of those entries are worth reading. I mean, I would go through all those entries, but... Oh, hey. The other one. Alright, let's take all of that. But the power plants, from wherever it was generating temperatures so hot that birds were flying over the top of it and dropping out of the sky. Nope. Nope. Okay, I think Fantastic is back here. Fantastic! Let's check if he's got anything worth taking first. What about the refrigerator?
Hey, man.
Man, he's really...
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. I'm here to take over.
Ah, shit! Shit, man! I need this. Gotta pay the bills. And I'm addicted to a lot of different kinds of chems. I mean a lot.
Hey, just pay me a stack of caps right now, and I'll forget that you have my job.
Ha! You had me going for a second there. Then I remembered that there's only one Fantastic. I'm king of this dump.
Fine, have your trash heap.
Hello.
How about you tell me why you're worried about being replaced now?
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
Well, what exactly is it that you do here, then?
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
Well, hold on. How did you get this job?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard.
Gotta hand it to HR for doing a fine job there. So what exactly is it you're trying to accomplish?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
Okay. How would you realign the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Why should the power go to the Strip and McCarran?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Right. I'm just gonna be on my way, Fantastic.
Here, you'll want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Okay, that's all done there. Let's see, just, come on, pop it open. Just take all of it. Take everything that I can possibly get my hands on. Camera, police baton, some stuff. Have anything else hanging around here? Ooh, hello. Electronics and metal. Where are we going? No, I've already been in this tent. God, I am just so out of it today. Right. So I don't think there's anything else for me to look at out here. Let's just head straight into the... I already checked that. God, I'm so forgetful today. Let's pop this place, this cage open, and let's take out the dogs and get into that terminal there. Hello. Okay. Die. 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 Okay. Now, I'm gonna operate this terminal, and then I'm gonna... Nope, nothing worth taking. I'm gonna operate the terminal here, and then I'm gonna go back inside and talk to that other guy that I passed up. Because he's got a lot to say, and I think it's worth hearing.
Hello. It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist?
Oh, more of a drifter.
I see. Then you must have some special business here for them to have let you through.
Well, you're here. You should know that they're looking for people to get this place running.
Interesting. Forgive me for prying, but I'm curious. Are you with a particular group?
It'll be more fun if we keep it a mystery. Besides, I'm more interested in you.
You're right, I'm sorry. That imbecile in the next room has me on edge. I used to be more fun. I'm still passionate about my work, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm in the Followers of the Apocalypse. How about you?
Well, my only true allegiance is to myself.
Then for everyone's sake, I hope you serve a worthy master. Are you a maker of war or peace?
I do my best to not get involved.
Ah, but there's no avoiding it. You can only outrun the choice for so long. Take now, for instance. You're inside a facility with lost technology, some of it very dangerous. Unless you turn and leave right now, you'll be very much involved in the lives of people you've never seen or met.
Wait. What is this place? It's more than a power plant, isn't it?
I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons. And I've seen equipment here marked with symbols used by the pre-war military. Targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers I've looked through here. Archimedes.
So you think Archimedes is a weapon they built?
Yes. And the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of Enclave equipment, but more advanced. A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic, no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up.
Brotherhood of Steel. No wonder they were here.
They weren't here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steered clear of one another, but something here changed their minds. The Brotherhood's interest in pre-war technology has always been in weapons. It's likely they were trying to reclaim Archimedes when the NCR arrived.
What I've heard from the CEO here, the NCR doesn't know anything about the weapon, do they?
Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and decipher the systems here. He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time.
So, what about you? How come you're here?
I was sent here when we saw that the NCR had taken it. We have no record of the facility, but its original builders were cause for concern. I'm to determine the threat level of this place and do everything in my power to prevent the revival of any dangerous pre-war technology. The NCR let me stay because they are desperate for answers about this place, but I've kept them in the dark.
Now, you said you were with the followers of the Apocalypse. What else can you tell me about your group?
Humanity lost many things after the war. Methods of agriculture, techniques for survival. We took it upon ourselves to piece together this knowledge and bring it back to them. Other things weren't lost, but were blocked from our collective memory. Knowledge of what we're capable of and how things spiral out of control. It's in our nature to want to forget truths that keep us awake at night. And for that reason, it's all the more important that the followers walk the ways to remind people of them.
So, do the followers work with the NCR?
We did for a time, but our goals differ. The NCR only cares to expand their wealth and their reach. For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for everyone, not just citizens of the NCR. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we clean up the mess they leave behind, try to provide some stability.
Well, if you're cleaning up their mess, you must have a base of operations somewhere. It would be pretty difficult to get anything done just floating on the wind.
We're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Our largest presence is in Freeside, at Old Mormon Fort. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the Crimson Caravan, and a man we train is operating out of the Aerotech building. Another man, Tom Anderson, was looking into water supply problems in Westside, but that was a while ago.
Well, thanks for sharing all that with me. I think I'm going to look around here a little bit more.
Goodbye.
Alright, you bucket of bolts, let's go.
Hold it right there.
No.
Engaging hostile target.
Ooh. Just a bounce shot? What the hell? Okay. Just, that was a little strange that the bank shock didn't work.
Must you step into the open and identify
Oh, these robots.
law-abiding citizens have nothing.
They're so unimpressive. Really did something in there. Uh-oh. It's a lot of robots. Okay, just another one. Pop it. Here we go, pal. All done. Alright, so. One thing that I love about this place. More than enough. Robots to salvage for scrap metal. Uh-oh. Ah, great, I'm running into that stupid glitch again. Alright. Oh, ow. You crippled my chest, you piece of trash. You bucket of bolts. Oh. Thank God it's finally dead. Okay. Scrap metal and whatnot. It's loud enough down here. Conductor and a paint gun. Take all of it. Okay. I should be able to head up to the tower from here and, sort things out. And I can't open that. So what are we looking at here? Why is there a pillow doing on the floor in this room? Fridge. Ah, crap. Okay, let's dump some stuff in the oven here. I hate to get rid of all that ammo, but you know, it's all stuff that I'm not going to use ultimately, so not a whole lot lost. Okay, here we are, up in the tower. Now, there are a whole lot of ways you can solve the problems around this area here. But instead of using my repair skill and scrap metal and stuff, I'm going to insert the Poseidon ID into this thing. And he'll go downstairs and do his job. What's this? Pinion nuts. Not worth it. I need horse nettle. That stuff would be a whole lot better. Doesn't look like there's anything up on the catwalks up here. And see, he's fixing the broken wire down there. Of course, if this was my first time inside of Helios 1, I wouldn't know anything about the broken wire. Let's just let him do his job. Vodka, beer, scotch. Nah, none of it. Desk is empty. What's that dustbin doing up here? Scrap metal. Anything else around the corners here? A lot of the containers seem to be empty. And not a phenomenal amount of useful stuff in here. Need to drop something. Get rid of the 10 mils. Okay. Check the last of these containers. I don't think that I'm going to find anything too particularly useful. Maybe a little bit of scrap metal. Ugh, I just don't have the inventory space. Is this? Oh. It's, there's nothing left for it to do. Well, okay then. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, I'm not bored, I'm just a little bit tired. Let's configure the power grid. Let's go down. Archimedes 2 is where we want to send the power. And, done. Now, there was a lot of other things that I could have done, like arm the defense system or something to kill the NCR, or start up a preliminary blast to the facility, but I don't want to gain bad reputation. So let's head outside now, since we've dedicated a location for the power to go to. And you have to do this during the day. It's like, I think after 9 a.m. and before 6 or 7 p.m. in the evening, something like that. I think it's something in the ballpark of a 12-hour window. And we'll throw this switch. We'll just wait for a minute here. Now, if you watch the solar reflectors, you can actually see them start to move. Just wait for it. See, they're moving. They're realigning. And there you go. I now have cancer because I'm at the top of a solar power plant that's being blasted with ultraviolet light. So, I'm gonna head back down and move on because my job here is complete.